So, I mean, there is a huge learning curve to Web3. And I just looked at it as, okay, here's another vertical to share my message and deliver my vision and have this mission continue to grow and expand to reach as many people as possible. So the story is, I went to school to be a doctor. I really wanted to be an orthopedic surgeon. But life took me on a different path. A buddy of mine, while I was finishing up school, looking at medical school, said, hey, come try out real estate. And I did that. I made 18 grand my first month. And in 2008, I went bankrupt. I got really depressed. I started seeing my life unraveling. But eventually, I found my art again. And the whole purpose of that journey is I've always been an artist. I was always the kid that doodled on my notes, that doodled in class. So over the next couple of years, I just started figuring out, how is this gonna work? Most of the first murals were all free, barely covered supplies. Eventually, my stuff just caught on, and here we are today. Painting and painting and painting, I used to call these murals paint-spirations. It was all these different positive spins on life. Once people started connecting with the sayings that I would put out there, I started realizing, okay, how can I make it super simple? And that's how I just kept distilling it down and landed on the word love. So, I mean, this started with a mural. And a mural led to a mural and led to a mural. And I'm like, okay, not everyone can see my murals in person. Not everyone can own an original piece of artwork. Not even everyone can have a print. That led to sculptures. And I started just putting it on things. We've got tequila bottles, we've got cars. I got a podcast now. We have digital art with NFTs. Give everyone as many opportunities as they can to touch and experience your art. A lot of people walk around and don't believe they're beautiful. So if they read it, maybe they'll be like, you know what, I am beautiful today. That's why I have to keep doing what I'm doing, because it's not only a conversation I'm having for myself, but someone else is taking it in and using it for whatever they need it for them. A lot of the time is being alone in my thoughts, and I think that's the hardest part, because I judge myself on reliving those depression days where I was ignoring everything. Because I still have my highs and lows. It's not like I was magically cured. It's just, we now have the tools to look within and continue to push forward instead of either stagnating or going backwards. When I start a mural, it's like, okay, I'm gonna be here for 6 days, 12 hours a day, cooking in pain, let's go. But it's not about the finished product, it's about what you learned in between. I think we forget that. Every time there's something new, I just say yes, and I gotta figure it out. Do I understand it all? No. Do I see opportunity in everything? Yes. I think the first time I dropped a collection, I remember this woman messaging me, and she's like, yeah, Ruben, I was so excited to get it, and I had to go through this and that. I spent 8 hours creating this and putting in cash and making it Ethereum, and I had to go get that wallet, and I had to figure out how to transfer money, and then I had to go create a different thing, and she explained this whole thing, but out of pure excitement and zest and zeal to get my little NFT. Knowing that things are gonna get easier is probably the best way to say, you know what, you gotta learn it now. And if you don't try, then you're missing an opportunity. I don't know how many days I have left. I know I have less days than I had yesterday. We're measured by how much we make, what I can buy. Early on, that's all I thought was successful. Doesn't matter how much money you have in the world, but if you're old and sick and unhealthy, life's just not as fruitful. So I'm doing what I need to do to choose love and put love out in the world.